posture, which is what everybody does here. They do the knee in the butt, and they do that, right? Or that, that's fine. Right, yeah, you're just pushing into that. So as you're doing that, what's happening to you? Well, you're compromised a little bit here. This arm's, I can take that arm again, right? So that might scare you enough to rebase, or you might say, you know what? I feel good here. If I'm gonna take this arm, I'm gonna try to come around this way, right? Or I'm gonna try to sweep this way. So maybe you would flare that knee out, or maybe you would pop that knee up, right? So now it's like, well, I can't sweep you that way. You got a big old post. So I'm almost like abandoning this, right? And now I might come to this. And in that moment when I'm switching, that's when you got to go and push that down to get this open. Now it's like, now we're at a different stop. Now we're at a different spot. And now you've opened my guard. And now you might want to
post this down, right?
Yeah, you could control that. Because what do you, now you're like, mine has gone from posture to I've opened his guard, and now I'm trying to occupy this hip space. So I got to get past this, and I got to get past this, and I got to watch these frames as I'm doing that. And that's all you're really concerned about. So this bottom knee is the one that's going to help me to recover, right? Let's say you were already past, and I was kind of like in this sort of spot, right? It's like if you smash this knee, I can still recover here. But if you smash this one like you were. Now I got to bring this all the way across and try to, block you from coming this way, but what am I giving you? This way. So I got to be careful with that, right? But at that point you've opened the guard, and it's almost too much already, right? But at that point you open the guard, and we're going into like, I got to get to here. What is he doing to? So you're gonna smash this leg, and I know that. Instinctively, I'm gonna grab this off. Why? Because I want this knee back, right? So now you're sort of like out of options, unless of course you take your left knee and you put it on my leg, like you're starting to do a cut pass. Now you blocked it again. Now what am I going to do? I'm probably going to try to block this back and get, you know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden the game becomes, now we're not playing the posture game anymore because the guard's been open. If you compromise your posture and you lay out, I'm going to take advantage of it, but it's not as critical as it was, 2 minutes ago in the posture game. Because now your guard's open, and now you're trying to get to this space, and all I'm doing is trying to protect that space.
Yeah.
I have a quick question, Jake. So, of the sweeps from guard, okay, so there's the hip bump sweep, the scissor sweep, and the flower sweep. Do you know when to do those?
I don't know if I've ever seen the last one.
The flower sweep? The one that puts you to the omoplata.
The hip bump, I've been attempting more when, it's like, I'll break when someone really rears back the posture, like that, I'm trying to time that, and then hit the hip bump, but that's been successful, a handful of times.
So, one of the things that really, I watched the fundamentals of BJJ, the free BJJ Fanatics instructional, okay? And one of the things that absolutely blew my mind was not only that it was explaining when to do those, because yeah, absolutely, when somebody postures up, hip bump sweeps there. But understanding that when they're all the way forward, that's the time for the flower sweep. I don't know what the hell else it's called. The scissor sweep is, when you have a collar and you get that hand, that's your time for that scissor sweep. But talking to Scott is understanding that even when I fail this, doesn't mean that I've failed. If I try for a hip bump sweep, that just means that, as they get their hips up or they start pushing forward, that means that I just transition to that next sweep. They're setting me up for that next sweep. I don't have to win the one I'm trying to get to if I know that, Scott knows all of the sweeps. If I try, he's got me, or I've got him in my guard, he knows what I'm going to do. It's not a surprise, oh my gosh, he did a hip bump sweep. No, he's been hip bump swept by people much better than me. But the key is to be flexible enough in your mind to know I'm going to hip bump sweep, and I'm going to use that to turn it into something else. If he leaves if his arm's on the mat, I'm going to try for a Kimura. Then I'm probably not going to get on him, but I might be able to turn that into a sweep. his arm isn't on the mat and his head's just kind of hanging out because he wasn't paying attention, because that happens, then I'm going to go for a guillotine. I'm going to, if he pushes me down real hard, I'm going to switch that into a flower sweep. And I'm going to use those transitions. I know I'm not going to get the first thing because he's not a white belt. So I have to be ready with the second thing. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to just try this one thing. If I try a hip bump sweep on Kenny, I know Kenny's going to smash me right back into the mat. I'm going to flower sweep the shit out of him. And I've hit it a couple times on him. Not every time, but you're not going to get 100% success. But by coming up and getting a reaction, a known reaction, then I can transition that into the next thing.
It's like Scott said, like you have a path, and that's kind of predictable, but we're taking the same decision. You know that there's more options in there, so exactly what he does is like, I'll go hip bump sweep to where they counter the body lock, and I'll go Kimura just to get an arm ready to go back. So I'm not really, I want the hip bump sweep, and I'm committed to it. But once I feel that I'm initiating their defense, I'm immediately going to Kimura on the other side. And if I don't get a Kimura, I'll try to get a scissor sweep, and I go Kimura to collar guy. But it's just knowing that. So if you get me in the position that you were saying, like if I'm in your guard, right? I kind of do the Merlin, where I was like, I'm gonna be strong, base right here. But the moment you start getting down here, I bring my elbows in tight, because now you can't control my elbows and hips. Is that what you're saying? Elbows and hips. I call it the bikini area, but yeah. So here, I'm not doing anything, but I'm gonna start pinching. I know, it's my base. I'm trying.
I don't know if it's the knee in the butt you're talking about.
Maybe. You're gonna adjust to that, and you're gonna scoot your butt out to
Towards
your
me.
left. Or
Or, yeah,
either way, you're gonna get off of there. So I'm trying to control your hip with my elbow and my knee. But fine, I'm still controlling it. But then the moment I start reaching out is when I start exposing those sweeps. So you can try to do a hip bump sweep, or now that you know my knees are compromised, you can do a scissor sweep. Because I can't, if you block my knee
I have
here,
to have this and this.
you can. So if I'm connected to you, you're connected to me. Now, if I don't pose or anything, just hold my arm here. You can't move. Bring your knee across under my armpit. It won't be that easy, but that's how quick it happens. Now, just posture up and have your coat control your grips. You're gonna start pulling it down. Do I have to address this? I have to address it to break my posture. So, and boom. You know what I mean? That's where Scott and I are usually, I'm fighting that little battle right between there. I'm not even trying to pass until I can understand how is he controlling me? And I turned your grip into a control. I took it off here and I put it in your belly. You immediately said, oh shit, right? Those are the little games. But you know we're strong, we're both strong. I didn't use so much strength as Tim.
Yeah.
So, the like combo pack that Brendan was talking about, if I'm gonna do scissor sweep, if I'm gonna take this arm, which way am I gonna try to sweep you? That way, why? Because this is your post.
Yeah.
So if I try to sweep you and you have a post, it's not gonna work. So I have to take this arm and this collar. This collar is to break posture. This one is to prevent your post, right? And in order to scissor sweep, I gotta kind of come up. I gotta put pressure here, and then I gotta sweep here, right? You're good with that one?
I've been trying to do it without taking the post. Now that you're talking it through.
It won't work.
You're doing it without.
I've been trying to sweep without eliminating the post.
Right.
I'm
So
wondering why you're doing it this way.
yeah. So and that's like, you know, again, if you can get somebody to do that, let's say you're doing this and somebody does that, cool. Now, anytime someone's arm's on the ground like that, I would try to control it. And now I can go into the flower sweep, or I can even try to go to an omoplata from here, right? So an omoplata is up, and now have your arm over here, right? Flower sweep would be, if I'm gonna go flower sweep, then I'm gonna go the other way, right? So the benefit to your arm, I would have to let go of this, but, well, I guess I wouldn't have to let go of it. But if I'm gonna go flower sweep, I'm gonna use this space as that pendulum we talked about, kind of like the arm bar. you know how you bring this over on the arm bar and you wanna chop? But now I'm gonna bring you that way, so what do I have to do? I have to control that post. So as I'm here and I'm attacking this, I'd have to kind of either block this elbow or secure this arm, right? And now I can pendulum sweep. So those are two variations. Now, if someone is just smashing me, like Mike was here, and they're just nice and sturdy, then here, they're kind of protecting everything but their head, right? And here it's just like, it's such an easy one to just lift their head up, come under the collar, and just threaten this choke. As soon as your defense for this is to posture back up. Great. Now you postured up. What's my option as soon as you start to momentum back? Hip bump sweep, right? Because your momentum's back. So I'm gonna kind of go to that. You're gonna base. I'm gonna grab this arm. I'm gonna go to omoplata. You're gonna bring it back in because you're all tweaked. So I'm gonna take this elbow and I'm gonna go sit. I'm gonna go to pendulum.
Gotcha.
So that little like option pack, right? So if you're just sitting there and you're just going scissor, scissor, scissor,
Which
and
I've
you're
done.
not getting it on Kenny,
In my brain, I'm just like, scissor. All right, what
We
else?
all are.
yeah.
We've all
But
been
the
there.
reason those big guys fall just like everybody else. If they lose their base, doesn't matter how big the building is, it falls. So you gotta watch their reaction, but it's all starts with posture. So hit those on me. Okay. Boom. It all starts with what?
Posture.
Yeah, so right here, it's gonna be hard for you to do any sweep, so, yeah.
Boom. Cool, now I just base in here and just hold tight. Right? Still kind of hard for you to get in anywhere. So that's where I just said, push my head,
Tap the head.
get an arm in.
Now go back to the choke. Yeah, now you wanna choke me? If I stay here, I'm gonna get choked. So now I back up. As I'm backing up, yeah, you go to hip bump. Bam. I base.
Is this elbows? Do you use this
Well,
Or do you come
there's a
up
couple
like
ways that people teach it. Some people teach it to grab this arm. If you grab this arm and bump,
other hand?
so that I can't post, and you don't even have to come up. You just grab this arm, close guard, and just swing your hip. I don't know what do you call that? Like
Scissors.
throw your hips over, because you got my arm. I've
Rotate
sat
your-
back, right? All you got to do is rotate your hips.
Rotate your left knee over to the mat. Cross side.
Like this. So I'm here, and if I just, right? You don't even have to come up. You know, a lot of people think the way that they teach hip bump is this arm over this shoulder. So I'm like grabbing here, and I'm bumping like this. But if this arm is out of the equation, I can just bump from there. It's kind of a safer move. Because as soon as you try to come up like this, someone's just going to throw you back down to the mat. So again, posture, right? You can't really do anything, so you use your arms. As you grab my lapel, so you pull me down and you kick your legs back to the wall, so I fall forward. Yeah.
Boom. Good. Now I base in here, and you're stuck. So you push my head out, get that grip in. You go to choke. I don't like it. I back up. You want to
This
hip
is
bump.
hard.
Yeah,
Just using your.
Yeah, or you can even just grab behind the elbow. Like that. No. Oh. This way. Right? And now you can hip bump me here. You're gonna bring me forward. Yep. Boom. Boom. Nice.
That's the feeling I'm trying to. When you do it, to me, I have no defense. And trying to
Why?
figure out, like,
Because I broke posture. Right? Try to do it from here. Can't. Right?
Yeah.
But you've broken my posture. Now I gotta sit up. Now's the chance you go. Boom. Boom. Yep. Good. Yep. Or you can do the more traditional, where the arm is over the shoulder.
I just want to point out real quick, just give me 1 second. When you broke him forward,
I wanna point something out that you did. You probably didn't notice that you did it, and it was a good job. You broke him forward, like this. His weight came forward. You started moving him over, he wasn't going, so you drove your hips into him, and then continued. What you did there was you made his weight lighter on his knee. He was based, he was good, he couldn't go, you weren't gonna be able to get him past that base, but you lightened that knee by lifting your hips up, and that's why you got him to go over. It's not something I'm almost certain you didn't do it on purpose, but I wanted to point out that it was a good thing with somebody's base. If you can lighten that post, sometimes you can get them over.
There's actually two parts to that. Because if you're trying to move and you're completely connected to the mat, you have all this friction, right? But if I go up on my shoulders, it's a lot easier. But if I'm down here, look at all the friction I have. So what you did was you brought this up so that instead of trying to like move everything here, you were just almost like, I guess it's kind of a pendulum. But yeah, you were pivoting on like a smaller object, which was, so you took your hips off the ground, which meant you were just now pivoting kind of on your back and shoulders versus your whole butt to the shoulder blade.
Well, when you did it to me, I could tell that's what you're doing. That's how you're
So I'm stuck in here,
But it's a good thing, good job, way to go.
just protecting.
That's what I'm
So
trying to
push
say.
my head up.
Yeah. Now get that arm in. Well, yeah, this one's gonna come in.
Palm
This
up,
one goes over.
palm
Or
up,
under, it doesn't matter.
palm up this
Yeah.
way for now.
But anyways, right here, it's like, I don't like that. So I push back. And I probably even break. Right? So now my arms are suspect for you to take until you have this moment. Go ahead and grab. You have this moment right here where I'm like this. Before I go to, before I go, what I'm trying to go is from here to here again. Right? So you have that moment when I'm right here, boom. I haven't gotten to where I want to be yet, so now you can control my arms easy. Sure. Now if you're going to take that one, which way are you going to take me? That way, right? So, same thing, you would break my posture forward, and then just swivel your hips.
And this would go this way?
It would, yeah, if you want to sit up, yeah, this would come over my shoulder. You gotta sit up. Yep, there you go, keep pressing.
Oh, push forward. Gotcha.
So it's
There's also a back take there.
yep.
Here.
See how, so where you're at now, if he's just got a super strong base, I want you to reach that right arm across to his lap. Now pull.
Pull my back.
And shrug
Pull your
towards,
back.
and shrug towards me a little bit. There you go.
If you can get that arm that far over, you basically got his back. Think about that, especially if you got cross wrist, cross elbow, you get him all the way across, reach across that lat, and you can either, for bigger folks, it's harder to clamber onto the back. Sometimes it's easier just to drag him across and take the back that way. But it's there. It's something that's also there.
Okay, now transition to, like the flower sweep,
Sorry.
horses and, cause
You've thrown that, and you've done this game, and as you're trying to do the hip bump, I'm coming back and I'm basing again, and I'm not letting you. So what do you got to go back to from here? Before you do that, what do you got to do? Yeah, you got to break my posture. As you break my posture, now you got a chance to manipulate me. You can open your guard right away. Same collar, same sleeve. Here, here, and yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Right, now you can open up and you can scissor me that way.
I'm coming in here. Put my knee
Boom,
here.
knee across, this one, it's boom. And then you scissor me. Or, we're here, try to scissor me that way for me, just for simplicity, for keeping sake.
Switch your hands, right hand to the
Yeah, there you
collar.
go. Good, open up. Boom. You try to scissor at base. So you know you're not gonna get the scissor unless you can just pull that arm out. And you might be able, yeah, okay, fine. So, or I go and now and I control. So now what's open right here?
Back this way.
Yeah, you gotta chop and you gotta block this one before you even went. You should have left the collar, right?
So this is the flower.
Mm-hmm.
So here, I'm taking this on.
Yep. Just smell. I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah. Yeah, and the best, you're gonna get this sweep by perfecting this. This is this is gonna go from here to here. You gotta like think of that, feel like you want all that. It's gonna be sticky, so when it's sticky, you kind of like chop your way over to it, right?
Okay. It's not very fluid.
Well, if I'm grabbing, so a lot of times what I do with flour is I just grab here. Because sometimes if I grab here, I can lose the battle. Yeah. But if I grab here, it's really hard for you to post. Right? And then I'll even grab this too as a little helper for me, or I'll grab under here. Right? A lot of people are going to go under because you have the leverage to lift. But you don't need it. Make sense?
Yeah. So just work that a little bit.
Even if you just want to go flour right from here, you can, because you already have my arm control. Or, like I said, behind the elbow. Yeah, right.
Just trying to figure it out.
But you gotta throw me forward, and now you gotta keep your leg. You gotta open it. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
It's ugly as hell.
You gotta open. You gotta think of leverage.
Let's get back to the, yeah, and it is leverage. Get back in his guard. When you get this grip, I want you to think of like where his tricep is. You had trouble finding it because the no-gi is a little different. But since you have his material, there's gonna be a vertical in here. I just want you to clasp right now. Scott's really good at grabbing this right here, and you should feel this tension between your finger and your thumb. Right? Don't let go of that until you don't hit it. You let it go before you were mounted, and he's gonna scramble. Okay. So think of this. Until you don't need this anymore, I want you to I want you to secure it. Okay? Now you can let it go because you can transition, but get a grip with your right hand. Have this grip, go to another grip. Or make sure you have
this one, make sure you have another
or
one.
your hips were set. So you have his hips set. But I don't want you to let go of this grip until your hips are set or you have another grip. Transition or to also maintain. Because he might fight this grip, or he might be worried about this, but you still got this grip against his shoulders. If that makes sense.
And there's also, the other thing is when you go to that mount, and I know we're transitioning to something else, but it's momentary. You have that grip, especially that tricep grip. One of the things that you're fighting for in mount is he wants to be high so that he can attack. It's hard to attack when you're low. And one of the things that you're taught to do is elbows in and post on a hip. If you've already got this grip and you've already got that moved up, slide your knee in. Now I can't, my defense is blocked off already here. And my grip has done all of that work for me. So I can't come back
The
in.
transition to a high position.
It gets you that transition to high position, and now you're attacking mounted Kimura, your mounted triangles, arm bars, all of your stuff is right there. If you want to back off and go to a head and arm triangle.
So I'm here. If I'm not getting it, it's because your posture's too good, right? So I need to push away, then bring you forward, push away, right? I can kind of manipulate you like that. And then I can chop here. The other thing people do is they put their foot, move myself away, and I put my foot here. And you'll feel that people will push your knee out and sweep you that way, right? The other thing that I just saw that I've been working on is you want to go for scissor and it's not working, right? And you're going to use that arm. As you use that arm, I'm going to grab it, right? And then I'm going to do a reverse scissor sweep, which is here. So if you're fighting him that way, and he's doing such a good job of blocking it, Well, then take them the other way. You can't be stable on both sides at the same time with a broken posture. You know? Go one more.
Be stable on one side.
Here. Right. Yep, I can grab this however I want.
So once I'm across it here.
Right, and my knee is gonna go and click in here. And the pressure's right on your hip. And then I sweep that way. So, let's just go light and let you, or you wanna do more pendulum sweeps first? Seems like that's the one that you didn't get as many on. So let's go scissor first.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Broken posture, open, gotta open your guard. Yep, I'm not going, so you gotta manipulate with your knee, push me back. When you push someone back, they almost always wanna push forward, so then you let me come forward, because you wanna break my posture. Now look how easy it is to take that leg away.
So now I'm here.
Yeah, but that's it, it's gotta, you gotta take my post out. So you're
So
gonna take it
come
like.
here, is that where my heel goes?
No, you're gonna use your knee almost against my knee, so your leg's gonna, your left leg's gonna go flat. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, now this is gonna push me, and that's gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, they're both gonna push. Right. Again. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not going, so push me away. Alright, and then let me come in. Boom, now you got me.
So there's right. I have to come. I'm pushing you back, but don't me forward.
So, right now, I'm based.
Yeah.
So push me away with your knee. Good. Now, and then let me all of a sudden fall back into you. Whoa! Now it's, oh,
Hold on. That's your problem. That's where it is. Your problem is, go back to the guard.
Offside legs.
Yep. So what you're doing is, you're keeping your leg way up here.
set it up.
You come, yep.
Set it up. Good.
You're trying to scissor from here. Scissor from there.
Trying to sweep that post out.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Yep. So, yeah, and as I'm here, I'm basing really good. So push into me. As you push into me, right, I don't like this, because now I'm away, and then you pull me and let that go. And I come, yeah, oh. So you gotta kind of like, I mean, you feel it. Right? I'm here, that sucks, and then you wanna come back in, and then I sweep.
The other alternative is, if he bases away, when he pushes away and bases, so get yourself set again, get in, he pushes away and bases. When you pull him back in, if you can get this foot to there,
Yeah. Push that out.
and now just drive that foot away.
And this is all you moving your body out of the way. If it's like, I can't get move yourself back and then put it on there. You know, if you're like, I can't sweep, it's like you gotta move your hips so that you can sweep. Because obviously you can't sweep like this, right?
Yeah.
Flat back, so you get to your side, and now look at, easy sweep.
Yeah. I now know that I've been trying to do it flat back quite often. You know, twisting again.
This, you're gonna push like hell in the, yeah, and as you break my posture with your grip here, pull in me, pull, yeah, that sucks, right? And now you let me go into you, boom. Grab behind the elbow, yep, good. Now you're gonna throw me forward and swivel your hips, and you gotta shoot that leg up my armpit. Yep, keep going. Move your, yep, keep going. You gotta, yep, keep going. Chop it. Shoot it again. So you move, you're flat on your back. Keep going. Keep going with that leg, yep. Good. It might feel like that. It'll feel like. So I'm here. if I'm gonna get one, it's like. It might feel like that, right? Where I'm really,
Like working your way into
oh
it.
yeah, I'm like chopping into it. I'm getting deeper, I'm getting deeper, I'm getting deeper until you can't resist anymore. Yep, keep going, keep going. Think about chopping that leg.
Is it pushing you that way? Is that the?
It's, you're pulling me forward as this thing is coming under my arm. Keep going with that leg.
Right leg up.
Yeah, under my arm. Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, if it goes any further.
Here.
Let's see. Trying to figure out.
It's
Are you
because,
going this way?
yeah,
So it's like that. That's the direction.
right. So, just put that leg, like rest that leg. You're gonna get your hips out of the way.
Now, shoot your hip a little bit closer.
Like onto your side. There you
You
go.
got this leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better.
Now bring the foot up. So
Boom, way better. Yeah, watch from here.
You can do it to me. You can see.
Okay, yeah, let me do it.
Yeah.
Or which way do you want me to go?
No, you go up this way. I just, yeah, you go.
Want me to take you that way?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm gonna block this. Might be helpful at first to use this. Use it here or use it here. Because you'll be able to lever yourself better. But this is coming all the way. Like, and I'm not like, feels like you're like,
yeah.
and I don't know, maybe your guard's not open enough, but it's like I'm coming all the way here. And I'm like, I don't even have to keep shooting. I just,
Inching it. Yeah.
try that. Do it on Mike, and then I can.
You're gonna feel my base is wide, my knees are really wide. So it keeps breaking my posture. This knee coming up.
Grab the elbow, the post.
Push your knee to your face.
There you go. Yeah, and just work that leg. And
Well, I was gripping here instead of coming out.
oh,
One thing I'm noticing, I'm keeping this
Okay.
in, trying to do it.
yeah, no. Yep.
So,
And use that right. See that right leg, that right arm right now is not helping you at all. So grab either the outside of his pant, like here, down by his knee. So because you're gonna try to use it to lift. Yeah. Now just use it as an anchor for now. Don't cheat, but just do it with your leg. Keep chopping your leg. Yep. Yeah. Hit.
oh, I can't sit.
That's so different.
Face.
That's so different.
You did this instead of this.
Do it again.
He's bringing this up to
Chop. Get that hand in the right spot. Your right hand. There you go. Just slowly chop. Yeah. Use that. There you go.
Nice.
So, I'll tell you another thing based on what you just told me. I'm using this foot to move me.
Yeah.
If I don't have this foot, you're right, it's kind of hard. So now, look at all the mobility I have. Yeah.
And I was wondering, I was like, how the hell is he doing that? But I'm leaving this hooked in.
It's magic.
Black belt magic.
Magic.
Knee. This arm's not helping me. This arm. There you go. Now chop. Step on the mat with your left foot. There you go. Much better. Much better. Yeah, you're using that.
Well, I'm just kind of sneaking into this. You almost don't want him to know you're grabbing that knee. Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't care because I like this. The whole idea of what we're trying to do is that whatever you do is wrong. So if we're here, right, and I'm grabbing there, then well, I'm speaking from the top, but I'm speaking from the bottom, but you're speaking from the top. But if I was here and you wanted to go grab that because you don't like that, you get it off. You're like, cool. You're like giving me a grip, right? You're like securing yourself to me. So it's like, oh, thank you. Right? Now I can take advantage of that. I can go to my triangles. I can go to my omoplata, or I can, trap this here.
So it's like if they reach to move that, you kind of hope for that. Almost.
Yeah, it's like,
Or there's
yeah. So if you're gonna go and you're gonna go and be preoccupied with that, cool. I'm gonna take this back over, right? and I'm gonna move to the back like Brendan said. So, but in a bigger context, no matter what you do, if you come down and you wanna smash me, then and like Mike was, where you're, still have the good, you're under my ribs here, because you don't, that's helping you maintain posture, right? So you're here, so I just move your head up, I go to choke, you base, now I come sit up, you come back down, right? Boom, now you gave me that arm, so I'm gonna push that one across, I'm gonna go this way, I can't get that for whatever reason, so I'm gonna keep it here, and I'm gonna go try to pendulum, I can't, oh, you left that arm there, I'm gonna go to triangle, right? So it's all great posture, keep them off balance, see how they're trying to defend you, and watch what they give you. The cheekiest one that Tanner just told me, so I'm here, everybody loves to go grab and break posture, right? So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna break posture? Most people, you're gonna grab that, bam, take this arm, stuff it, and go straight to triangle. So again, I'm here, you're gonna go block that one, straight to triangle. Just an easy way to get him to move his hand inside, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't care. If you have your hand like that, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get you. You know, or I got my hand inside right now, so I can do choke, right? Normally you don't have your hand inside. But anyways, it's just like, so you're thinking, I don't really care how big your base is, because I'm going to try to break your posture, and then when you defend that, I'm gonna go look how you defended it, and I'm gonna go tease another way. But if you're not offensive in the guard, you're gonna get past. You gotta attack so that they have something to worry about. Because the second you stop attacking, now they've settled in, now they're gonna try to break it. So let's just play.
I've noticed that pattern.
I think the biggest thing one of the biggest things I've gotten, and it's super simple, was Scott just going, why are you hanging out in the guard? Like, a lot of people when they first get into guard, they just go, whew, all right, I'm in guard,
I've made it.
I'm safe, I'm good, I'm right here in guard.
And catch my
Woo! Man, as soon as those feet close,
Sweep or submit.
immediately start attacking
Sweep or
something.
submit. Sweep or submit.
Something.
Yeah.
Because then they can't think of all of the guard
But you
passes
can't attack
in
until
practice.
you break posture.
So as soon as I get this closed, I'm pulling forward, I'm pushing away, I'm pulling this way, I'm pulling that way, I'm moving my hips around, and eventually something's gonna open up.
Well, I know, as soon as I rest, I notice
Right.
that's when my
Sacramento.
I tried to sweep a bunch, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now? And then that's when the pass happens.
And watch when somebody passes, they're never passing with their posture compromised. You can't. So if I'm here and I'm like stuck like this, I don't all of a sudden like start passing you.
Yeah.
I can't. So what do I have to, and I'm here, then I start passing. So why? Because I have posture. I've won the posture game. And I have to win it long enough to be able to sustain starting to pass. And so as soon as I do that, you have to break it.
Yeah.
Right? And now I can't pass from this. You have my grips and you have my posture broken. I cannot pass. So what do I have to do? I have to fight. The battle for me is now posture again. Right?
Yeah.
You want to roll for? I don't know. It's 8:30. I don't know what time people got to go. Or
I'm
want to drill
I'm
that
good till
light?
9. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just roll through it.
Okay.
Get on your hip. Stay there. Yeah, that's fine. Push into me. There you go. Make it hurt. I don't like it. No, let go. It's okay. It's okay. Go back and recover guard.
Look at what arm you already have. Which way do you want to take me? Yeah, just pull your hips up and rotate them to the left. Nope, you don't close them. Yeah, keep them closed.
Shoot your hips to the ceiling.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this to you, so stop breathing so hard. You know? I'm giving it to you, so just work through it.
Well, no, you're getting it to where else I wouldn't get it.
No, but it's not me saying that.
I mean, that too.
I'm just saying, be relaxed.
I just wanna say that out loud.
Be relaxed and see it.
Don't get tired when you're winning.
So, I'm hunkering down. Right?
Fight his face, fight his head.
Choke me.
Choke me, Daddy.
Nice. Choke me up.
Just for crazy morning giggles.
Lapel, put the lapel.
Lapel.
Yeah, your arm's already under there. Grab the far side lapel. Start playing that game. Even if you don't choke him, you've still got his lapel.
Go his toes.
Say it again?
You let go of his toes. You're good.
Nice. Desperation, get what you can.
But that's
Pendulum. That's it though.
That's it.
That's all you have to do. You put that hand on there and you got it.
On the knee?
Yeah. At least you're seeing it.
Yeah.
So just be.
Half the battle is just seeing. They
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah. Think about less movement and more like less wasted movement and more direct movement.
This is the choke right here.
Right posture. Go to Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Go to Pendulum. Hey! Nice!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the thing? I know it's not boring.
No, this is the spot where if you're not doing anything, I can just sit here and wait. So you're just gonna come up with
I agree.
Think about why you're not getting it.
here.
I'm dazed. Yeah, but I'm holding myself to you.
Yeah,
You know? So, you don't care about this.
I don't care about this.
No, but why aren't you getting this right now? What do you have to do in order to get a seat? All these,
That's what we're doing. That's what
Right.
Just good PT is
Take down the posture.
yeah.
So you have to fuck.
Right? Pushing into me, now you gotta let it go. Now you let it go by. Yeah. So what you wanna do, when I mean let it go, push your knee into my chest, pull my neck towards your face. Yeah. Now, you're gonna keep pulling, but you're gonna let your knee go. So you're gonna resist pushing into me, you're gonna suck it back.
I might come do some Thanksgiving. How about you?
Yeah,
She's taking the boy.
Nice.
She's like, we'll get back.
As you lurch this way, I got the timing.
Yeah, it's gonna feel, here, let me show you.
Yeah,
It's gonna feel like this.
Yeah, so we usually,
It's gonna be, right?
we usually
And this is what I'm gonna do.
Thanksgiving the Sunday before. Yeah.
Create a little bit of rocking,
Yeah.
I'll put my own.
Yeah.
so I can get you
I'll fall
off balance.
Yeah, so it didn't have to be
So,
much, not like pushing it up.
No.
It's kinda,
you could do a hard, A stiff one?
Oh, okay, you're kidding. That's good.
Here. This one's like outside. Pulling, pushing, right into my chest. There, that sucks. Yeah, so I'm like, oh. So yeah, you're just like, but when you let go of it, you want to pull me that way, and now push. There you go. But just work on the, just toy with me. Pull me, yeah. Okay, you gotta let your knee go. Now put your knee back in. Now, yeah, now pull. Yeah, now let your knee go. Let your knee go. Yeah, now pull that, now push.
Let the hand go. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the knee go. Now push. Let the knee go. Push. Yeah, it's like you got this rocking thing going, right?
Yeah.
So now you got me all off balance because you're pushing and I don't like it. Then you let it go. Then I'm doing this, right? So you push. It's like here. Put your knee right there. Yep. Ah. Good. Now it's like let it go, and I'm relieved. Go. Oh, I'm sweating.
I'm leaping into the sleep. So my knee was across it was too far up into your shoulder.
Yeah, put it right here.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's gonna vary from body type to body type. You're gonna have to figure out what's.
It's not as critical where the knee goes. It's more critical that you're creating the push-pull effect. That keeps me off balance, keeps me guessing. What turn to do? I address that. When I address it, I sit back. You threaten the. Okay, fine. Gotta get that foot on the ground. You're nice on your head. Good. Just gotta be in.
This is in the way here.
Really? Yep, that sucks.
That's
Yep. Scissor there. Yeah, you got it there. And I was based. But you that was your strength winning, you know?
Your strength will come out.
the knee, and then this is hooked around your side.
Yeah,
And pull you.
to lift me up. This goes under my. Yeah. So that's gonna, you're like pushing there, and then you're gonna push with that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So let's play this. The only thing you can do is scissor sweep me from here, and I just have to resist it. I have to defend it. Go ahead.
What's his knee doing? Wide base, right?
Mm-hmm.
Left heel up to his knee. Keep it straight up. To his knee. Lower to his knee.
Move yourself back.
Get your
There you
ass
go.
up.
Oh, later. I can't stop that.
So in the
So your
scissors, when you
knees
have
are
to
wide and based.
Yeah, think about where his knees are at. Because as you start transitioning, you're gonna catch him at a point where his knees are together. But if not, if they're spread out like that, you might have to focus. He's gonna bring his knees into your butt to adjust.
That's your wide base. Hit that.
So you're actually moving yourself, you're moving towards him, move away from him. Let it, don't be where he's gonna fall.
There you go.
Now you're on knee on hip, right? Now you're on a different, there you go. You're, yep, foot on hip. Now you're, there you go. If you move so far away that you're out of that position, I mean, you got foot on hip, that's there, man.
Yeah, you don't keep trying to get a position.
Don't try and keep doing the thing that fails. If you keep scooting into that scissor sweep, you're stopping him from falling over. Posture up, get away from there. Posture up, nice base. Posture.
to your right hand, closer to your right hand, closer to your right hand.
There you go. Way to get that hand back off the mat. You had the post, good job. Way to get it back up off the mat. Yep, you're doing great. Square up, yeah.
Wide base, good elbows.
So this hand is doing nothing.
Yeah.
Use it to rip, yeah.
Hold on just one second. Hold on. What are you doing there?
I'm thinking about trying to occupy this hole right here.
You're not
What?
doing anything with grip. These grips, what you're worried about.
Yeah.
No, go back to it. So I want you to look at where you're at. No, put your hand back on his shoulder. I want you to look at where you're at. Now, switch your perspective, not from the top, but from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if you were me? With
So
arm,
that way-
arm across. So you get, yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Arm bar.
Yep.
You
So
can, you can arm
Arm
bar.
bars, hold on, go back to his shoulder. The arm bar's there.
You can arm bar right here.
Yeah.
Or you can switch.
When you get your when you get your
I'm
arm
not doing
across
anything.
his
Hold
center
on.
line,
Yeah.
yep, you're not doing anything there. You're helping him. Yes, that hand there holding his arm is good, but once you reach across to that shoulder, you're opening that side up to sweep, arm bars. He stuffs that hand down, now you got triangles. That's the thing you have to watch out for. There are reasons to cross the body like that, but you have to be very cognizant of what you're doing there. And that's why I wanted you to stop. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Do
I
you
was
have a
going
goal
Try to stand up this way.
and get your back taken?
But
I mean, probably.
what do you have to do before you pass?
Get this knee.
Nope. Before you pass, can you,
Oh,
can you,
I have to pause.
yeah, you can't pass like that. You're out of your mind.
Okay.
So you gotta posture up. Boom. That's why I'm trying to break posture, you're trying to maintain posture. And the second that it takes me to get up to here, you've opened it. So you kinda won, but you got there before I could get there. Now I have to change.
Get in there, I'll show you. What I'll do sometimes too, because I have different, so if I know he's got this knee like he did, and I feel like I need to come across the body, I don't do it without exposing my elbow. So I keep my elbow here, and then I'll post here. Because I know the moment I go here, he's gonna start going for this arm bar. I'm immediately bringing his elbow back in. So if you feel like you need to post for some reason on that shoulder, I'm controlling this, and I'm here, and I see him going for this arm, I immediately double down with this elbow and I bring it back to the hip, and I'm thinking of that. So if I'm here for some reason, I get caught, and I go, shit. And tight. When I bring it here until I can regroup. So you might get caught here. You go, that's not working, oh shit.
Back to safety.
So I find myself doing that.
So you, yeah, I guess it never dawned on me that I can't get out of guard.
You have to break the guard to pass the guard.
Posture.
Posture, break, then pass.
Yeah, you can't start.
Most of your attacks from inside the guard are completely ineffective. Until you're wearing one of those belts, I wouldn't attack from inside somebody else's guard. It's just
Yeah.
not a winning proposition. So he's got a grip to break your posture.
Not having big
Posture.
trees.
Yeah.
Big falls.
Posture, posture, posture.
Put your knees,
Chin
your
up,
posture
chin up,
up.
chin up, chin up, chin up, chin up. Keep going up.
I did the ceiling, keep your knees pinched, and head up. Lock up, lock up, lock up.
Keep going, keep going up, keep going up,
Stand
keep going up.
Stand up, pinch knees and you stand up. You pinch knees, you can't. Yep, pinch your knees and then.
There you go.
Pinch here.
So get me in your pose there. And let me walk my way up to standing. And you're gonna feel, you keep on me. Right, and you're trying to dummy sweep me right now. This is the knee pitch I'm talking about. You felt I was all the way on here. But if I go up and I don't pinch my knees, you're all wide. I'm trying to just stand up. Now you can just go ahead and start.
Hips down?
This is the.
This.
Yeah. So the knee pitch is kind of like a penguin. Pigeon toe, that's what I was thinking.
I feel like standing up is almost my primary go-to.
Yep, and that's fine. That's doable. It's workable. It's good. If it works for you, work it.
Everything hurts.
Sorry.
Oh, no. You're
There's not a big black belt in the way.
No, they're gonna move and then. Got some videos where everybody's like out of the off screen.
I think so.
Yeah, just watch what you did.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Chin up. You're going to fail more times than you succeed.
What's that?
You're going to fail more times than you succeed. Just keep trying. Eventually you will succeed. I mean, fail too. Posture. What's stopping your posture right now? Just grip. Yep, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Good.
Shrimp in regard, shrimp in regard, shrimp in regard.
Jake, hips towards him. Hips facing him, and throw a leg in. Especially when he's pressuring you like that.
He's here.
Yeah, except when his feet were on the mat, not his knees. But yeah, you're better off where you are now, but you need to
Regard.
get to that regard. Hips away. Shrimp away. Shrimp away again. Till you get that knee up. Till you get that knee up. You're not gonna be able to break that grip like that. There you go, there you go. Back, go for his back now. All the things.
Do the thing.
Do all the things. All of them simultaneously with the perfect amount of strength. Yes, 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 no, keep going in, keep going in. Regard, regard. Nice.
Go!
Stop,
Go!
Oh, I
Go
thought
wait
you
for
were.
it!
Take that arm, go,
Go.
take it back. Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was a pain. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh shit, your shoulder? Isn't that the good shoulder?
Yeah, buddy.
So you still got tired, but you weren't as exhausted as you normally are.
Well, it's like the lesson learned there.
The what?
Don't be happy with having one little
But also, hold on.
ounce of success. Like, I was happy to be back in guard, and I didn't even think about the sweep.
Yeah, but the other thing is that when you've got your collar, your cuff here, does it do you any good to re-wrap this cuff? So hold on to this cuff here.
It makes me feel better inside.
It makes you feel good inside. But if I grab this cuff here, and then he grabs mine, I mean, fuck, you're gonna hold on to that for me. All right, let
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna use my strength. If I grab this cuff, now straighten your arm. It's gonna take a couple hits to get there, but while you're just grabbing this with your other hand and just kind of pushing and pushing, he's going,
Yeah, both hands are occupied.
right.
So that's less kinetic energy and more like direct energy. You know, less movement and more, or less more directed movement, less undirected, less like
Frenetic.
feels like I
I'm
should
doing
be
something.
grabbing something. It's like, no, just take your time
Yeah.
and grab it instead of like.
Yeah, that's where my mind goes. Like, what should I be holding on to? Because being empty-handed feels.
When you get a chance, go on YouTube if you get, and work on, just like, what are the proper knee grips? And go over the grips, because I notice there's a lot of times where you're grabbing, less effectively as you could. Two that I saw, you're coming over here with your stroke, and you come up here, and this is a lot more powerful than just holding it. So you got this one up here, and I got this one. I can now bring my glasses up. I'm here, I got no pulling power on this side. And
I'm coming in like reverse.
you're kind of coming in like this. So now, if you feel put both palms in. Give me the other one. Now what I want you to do is just do a lat pull back, bring your shoulders back, your elbows back. Feel that. Now bring this one over. And do the same motion.
Yeah.
It's not as powerful. Another one is the back.
Twisting the E.
Yeah. The back of the E, I noticed you came back here like this. You don't have that same pulling motion as you do here, and I get relaxed. But just go over that, work, reviewing the grips. That's something that we always have to go over. It's just, I feel.
Or something.
Yeah, so this is gonna be one more powerful, because now you can pull this back with your lat.
Yeah. And I mean, if you look, just stay there. If you look, it's here, there's also here. All of these folds are ready-made grips. The collar is a ready-made grip for you, and that's why one of the things that I practice when I'm driving my truck is I grip the steering wheel like this. Because it gives me that little bit of, I can hold on to this, I can move it,
Because when we first start with you, it's this, and that's how you.
and now fucking fingers up.
There's some fighting. Now, and if you pull on it, I'll grip more good. Let's pull on this.
They're not curling. Yeah.
No, I'm yeah.
Yeah.
So if you get this,
And yes, it's not as strong right now, it's not as strong as going,
Yeah.
but also, I don't need to grip like that.
so when I do this, and I'm like kind of really, I'm dead set on breaking this, I want you to just re-grip with this one. So when I go here,
Grip.
before you break this. Yeah, so if I get here, yeah, so if I get here, you break this grip.
And that's why I hate rolling with Scott.
That's why I want.
And that's why I hate rolling with Scott, because every time I break a grip, he just grabs another one. It's like, oh, two